David Michaud?
David, I don't know how to pronounce his last
David
name.
M, alright, some French
David
guy.
M, yeah.
Hey David, okay, but so they're doing something interesting, Aisha. Okay, run through that quickly.
They've got basically, okay, so the trend for Southeast Asian companies is that when it comes to IT security, they would normally have a solution of a mix between consultant services. So they'll they'll hire some consultant to tell them what to do with the security, and then they'll get some vendors to provide them with a box to say that now with this box your system is secure.
Yes.
But I mean, if you think of it realistically, with that kind of money that you're throwing for these kind of things, you can get probably 20 people that's really good IT security experts.
Okay.
So what his company does, I think they started last year, Hack in the Box Jobs, is they leverage on Hack in the Box network, because they are sort of they've got experts, security IT experts from all over the world, and they help companies find the best talents, scout the best talents for IT security jobs. And these panel of experts that they've got from around the world will help screen these candidates to make sure that the candidates that come do not just have a bunch of acronyms or certifications to their name, but they can actually do the job, and they've had hands-on experience. So it's pretty interesting. And he also says, I think one interesting point that he made was that, over here in this part of the region is that, because obviously the pay scale is slower than, developed countries.
Absolutely.
So if you think about it, essentially you're paying someone about 5,000 a month to protect, 100 million ringgit dollars worth of assets. So it doesn't add up.
There's a disconnect there.
So you have to pay the right amount of money for, that talent.
And what struck me was you saying that, your educational background doesn't matter in this, in the online security segment, and that, it's really about how well you can actually go in, code and decode, right? And analyze and dissect, all these nasty little, codes that are out there, aiming to cause mayhem and havoc. So this panel group of experts he has could be all over the world. There could be somebody in Siberia, for all we know, right? And Uzbekistan. And if I'm claiming, I've got all these skill sets and I can handle all these kind of problems, before company Aisha hires me, they will say, hey David, they outsource it to David, look for me somebody who's got this skill set. So David will have his group, he'll look in his panel and see who's suitable to interview me. And then they'll do the interview probably over video conferencing and, give me something to do for me to prove that I know what I claim I know. And then, company Aisha is secure enough to say that, okay, this guy is worth 8,000, US dollars that he's claims
he's paid for,
So I thought that's pretty interesting. Anyway, we're getting the wind-up sign. But
do we have time?
Yes, we have time.
I think you were telling me that, no, you said
something juicy about the launch of the
National Innovation Year
by Najib. The event was managed by Tan Sri Lim Kok Weng's university, and apparently the Mosti people are really not happy with Tan Sri Lim because they claim that the event was hijacked by him to suit his own needs. Because, of course, Tan Sri Lim has been a pioneer in using the words creativity and innovation for the longest time, and now these are buzzwords under the Najib administration. So the launch of the Innovation Year, the MC was from, of course, Lim Kok Weng, and also they organized the event. They came out, and apparently his name was constantly used by the MC, and in the video also there was Lim Kok Weng everywhere. So mostly people were not happy in the least, And I don't know if there's going to be any fallout from there, but we'll wait and see. But it comes from reliable sources that, Mosti is not happy with Lim Kok Weng and the way they organized the launch of the National Innovation Year. Anyway, with that, so you see, it's worth watching this show because we've got all these snippets for you, which we try to verify as much as we can, and I can assure you this is really what's the feeling in Mosti now. But with that, we're going to end the show. Have a great and productive week ahead with technology, and we'll see you next week.